In breaking news, PNN has confirmation that the long-rumored Allied invasion of Europe has begun. We now go to Walt Green, embedded with the troops, making this historic landing.
Virginia, the situation here can only be described as chaotic. I've just come in on the second wave of the assault. There are bodies everywhere. Men are pinned down and torn apart here on the beach by automatic weapons fire and mortars. Landing craft are exploding. I'm going to try to work my way to some cover. Hold on.
I'm being told now we've lost our satellite feed to Walt, and we'll work to get that back. But joining us now via phone from his home in Fort Bragg, North Carolina, is retired General Theodore Fitzgerald, an expert on German military. Good morning, General. General Fitzgerald, can you explain what's happening here?
Virginia, I can try. My sources confirm that the landings have indeed occurred on the Normandy coast. Now, this section that we're calling Omaha, one of the most heavily defended sectors in that entire region. The Germans have been working on that thing for 4 years. They've built out a defensive network that is ingenious. Our guys are running into beach obstacles, including mines. There's hardened pillboxes out there. There's interlocking fields of fire for the machine guns. And they've ranged the entire beach, every square foot of that beach, with their artillery.
General, the initial reports we're getting from the beach are grave. In your opinion, can the beach be taken?
I don't think so, at least not the way we're doing it. Hey, look, if we came in at night, if the weather was better, all these maybes and ifs, possibly. But the way we're doing it, in broad daylight, full-on frontal assault on these heavily defended beaches, I would have to say no way.
We will be back with more on the crisis on Omaha. We now have Walt back, and we'll keep the connection as long as we can. Walt, what are you seeing?
I'm here with PFC Morgan of the 116th Infantry Regiment. PFC Morgan, can you tell us what's happening?
Our boat got hit before we could drop the ramp. Half my guys went over the side in the deep water and drowned. My officers are either dead or missing, and I can't find my weapon. I saw Sergeant Jones get hit. He just went down right in front of me.
This just in. People News can now confirm that the Luftwaffe is now operating over the beach. Let's check back with General Fitzgerald on what this could mean for the invasion.
Undoubtedly, the dreaded Focke-Wulf 190. These are tough fighters, capable airplanes. I don't know what our air cover looks like. It doesn't sound like we have much out there. These guys are completely vulnerable on the beach to these fighters.
General, let me interrupt you for a moment.
Okay, well, hey, this is ominous news.
We have a new development coming in. Let's now go to our London Bureau Chief, Hugh Martin.
A source inside the Allied High Command has acquired a memo divulging that General Eisenhower has prepared a statement taking full responsibility if the landings fail. When and if he plans to read this statement has not been determined. Our source, who is not officially authorized to speak with us, tells us that although Eisenhower will take responsibility for what seems now to be the inevitable failure of this operation, the President was fully involved in the planning, so certainly must share in some of the responsibility. Hugh Martin, the People's News Network, London.
Thanks, Hugh. Please keep us up to date. Joining us now from Washington, D.C. is PNN's own political analyst, Gregory Hill, host of the PNN News show Up Front on the Issues. Gregory, what's your initial reaction to these seemingly more and more desperate events in Normandy?
Well, Virginia, the potential disaster unfolding on Omaha Beach signals a major setback for the Roosevelt administration. Critics who have long questioned FDR's rationale for pursuing an unprecedented fourth term will no doubt seek to capitalize on this unfolding military disaster.
PNN News is now projecting that as many as 10,000 casualties have occurred on the landing beaches, with as many as half of those occurring in the Omaha sector alone. While Supreme Headquarters has declined comment, we do expect to hear from a spokesperson shortly. Remember, this is a projection based on what we know now to be fact. Welcome back. With us now is political science professor James Dunn of Warmouth College. Good morning, Professor. Professor, can you make sense of what's happened?
Virginia, sadly, I can't. Yesterday, the Allies took Rome after a long, bloody siege. This gave us the perfect opportunity to negotiate a peace with the Germans. Why this president is bent on what seems like a personal vendetta is beyond me. After all, the Germans never attacked us, the Japanese attacked us. Why are we meddling in what is clearly a European war? Why are we focusing all our efforts on fighting these Japanese, finding Hirohito wherever he's hiding, and bringing him to justice?
We're going to take a short break, then we'll be back with more continuing coverage of the crisis on Omaha.